The stars stretched endlessly across the void, pinpricks of light in the dark sea of space. The crew of the transport ship Aurora had been traveling for weeks, moving quietly through the uncharted sectors of the outer galaxy. Captain Liam stood on the bridge, eyes scanning the flickering displays. The hum of the engines was a comfort, a reminder that they were still in control. "Any signs of them, Mara?" Liam asked, turning to the navigator. Mara shook her head, her brow furrowed. "Nothing so far, but I feel it, Liam. Something is watching us." The sense of being hunted had begun weeks ago after the first attack. A scouting vessel had vanished without a trace, leaving only a distorted transmission of a distant scream. The reports had been dismissed by command as anomalies, but the crew knew better. As night fell in the artificial gravity of the ship, alarms suddenly blared. Red lights flashed across the bridge. Liam's heart sank. "Show me." The main screen revealed a shadow at the edge of sensor range. It was massive, moving with speed that should have been impossible for anything of its size. Mara adjusted the sensors, confirming their worst fears. "It's following us." Liam clenched his fists. "Plot an evasive course. Take us to the nearest jump point." The ship lurched as the engines roared to life. Every crew member felt the shift in momentum, the tension in their bones. Outside the hull, the shadow pursued them, relentless and patient. The crew's communications were filled with static, strange bursts of noise that seemed almost intelligent. For hours they ran. Every maneuver, every twist through asteroid fields, every dive toward gas giants was met with the same persistence. The creature, or whatever it was, seemed to anticipate their actions. But Liam noticed something. It wasn't attacking in the usual sense. It was probing, testing, learning. "We're not dealing with a mindless predator," Liam said, his voice low. "It's calculating." Mara nodded grimly. "It's adapting to our patterns. If we keep running, it will learn everything we do." The crew gathered in the strategy room, a tight circle of human determination against an unknown foe. Engineers, soldiers, scientists all leaned over the star map projected in the center. "We have one chance," said Joran, the ship's engineer. "We can't outrun it forever. But if we can make it think we're cornered, we can set a trap." Liam studied the map. The nearest system had a cluster of unstable planets, gravitational anomalies that could be used. "Good. We'll bait it. Prepare the decoys." Hours passed as the crew worked with precision. Automated drones were readied, and energy signatures were broadcast to mimic the ship's life signs. Every system ran silently, efficiently, as though the ship itself was alive. The final move began when they entered the system of jagged asteroids and collapsing stars. The shadow appeared immediately, gliding effortlessly through the void. It hesitated as if sensing the trap, then accelerated. Liam held his breath. The Aurora darted through the gravitational turbulence, the decoys spinning outward in perfect simulation. The creature followed the wrong target, colliding with one of the unstable planets. A massive shockwave rippled across space, sending debris in all directions. Mara's voice trembled with excitement. It worked. It's trapped. But Liam didn't relax. Not yet. Keep alert. It may have survived. Through the chaos, the creature emerged. Smaller, damaged, but still moving with eerie intelligence. Liam realized something important. It was not just a predator. It was curious. It learned from its mistakes. "We have to finish this," Liam said. "We can't run forever. We fight on our terms." The crew prepared weapons, not just conventional missiles, but electromagnetic pulses designed to disrupt the creature's neural network. It approached cautiously, studying the humans, testing again. When the first pulse hit, the creature staggered. Its movements became erratic, but not defeated. Liam realized the true strength of the humans: ingenuity, adaptability, and courage. Each action, each plan, was unpredictable. It's impossible to fully anticipate. They launched the second pulse, synchronized with a trap that forced the creature into a gravity well. It shrieked, a sound that resonated through the hull. The ship trembled, and then silence. The bridge was quiet, except for the soft beeping of sensors. The shadow was gone. The humans stared at the void, knowing that victory was temporary. "We survived," Mara whispered. "But it's still out there." Liam nodded. "And we'll be ready." That's what it means to be human. We adapt, we endure, and we fight back. The crew of the Aurora knew that the galaxy was vast and full of unknown dangers. But for the first time in weeks, hope replaced fear. Humans were not the hunted. They were the hunters. As they set a new course toward the nearest safe sector, Liam looked out at the stars. Each one was a challenge, a frontier to conquer. And somewhere beyond, the shadow waited. But humans had learned something invaluable. No matter how intelligent the opponent, no matter how vast the universe, human ingenuity and courage could never be predicted, never fully understood, and never defeated. The stars shimmered, and the ship moved forward, carrying the legacy of a species that refused to be prey. And though the void remained silent, the crew knew one thing for certain. When the next threat came, humans would be ready. Always ready. Asterisk.